CFG Game Cast, episode number 284, a weekly podcast created by gamers and streamers alike to discuss the latest gaming topics from the previous week. We stream a new episode every week and release it on all podcast services, so do us a favor and show us some love by liking, following, subscribing, or commenting on our Twitch page, CFG Games, or on our YouTube at the CFG, or go to our main website, confreaksgeeks.com, to not miss an episode. I am Mr. CFG Games himself, Davis Green, and with me today, I got my two awesome co-hosts. I got Pop in the second seat. What's going on, Pop? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm slowly adjusting. Everything feels so fast for me, but I think it's because I wake up early. Mm-hmm. I'm working, and I'm just like, man, it's got to be like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. It's only like 10. I'm like, oh, that's right. We went back an hour.
Yo, that's funny. Daily sometimes always gives you that weird, like you have that lag delay that you need to reacclimate yourself to, you know?
Yeah, it's super awkward, but kind of, there's some pros to it, but also some cons. One of the cons being that with time feeling slower, I'm in the last 4 weeks of the semester. Winter break is coming up soon, so I'm going to have a nice month and a couple of weeks off after I submit those final grades after the first week of December. The other awkward part being that with time feeling slow, my days are going to feel fast when I'm not giving lectures. So.
I mean, you know, you can fill that out easily with a nice game or seven.
Yeah, I'll probably finish a couple of games.
Yes, because you know that background that you have a backfilled roster. I don't even want to even discuss what my backfilled roster is. That's just, oh God.
Yeah. On the bright side, it's small. The downside is some of them is just like prepping speed runs. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Time consuming and on top of prepping speed runs.
Oh, okay. Hey, but you know what, Pop?
What?
You're the person who is extremely lucky that his team just won by the skin of their freaking teeth today. The 5-star general of the itty bitty Smitty committee. I got Smitty in the third seat. What's going on, my dude?
Excuse me. Whoa. If I could talk. Yeah, like you alluded to, the Bears trying to give me a heart attack over here. Walk away. We're up like 41-27. I'm like, game's over. It's like 3 minutes left in the game. Come upstairs, get my stuff, done up. All of a sudden I get an alert on my phone. 42, 41. I said, what? How is that even possible? So I run back downstairs. I catch the last 50 seconds of the game. This game was absolutely disgusting. Nobody wanted to play defense. The final score was 47-42. No, not was it 47-42? I think, yeah, 47-42, which is a ridiculous. I imagine it blew the over out of the water here. Not making me feel confident as a Bears fan, especially since we pride ourselves in our defense. You don't want to go in and do that, but I'm glad we're able to survive it. Loveland, the Rook, coming through with 2 touchdowns. That final one rumbling up the middle on a seam to take it to the house for the game winner. So yeah, we officially have a better record than we did last season, I believe. So yeah, that's good. That's good. We also finished the Nameless, Slay the Dragon, and I will have to say I enjoyed my playthrough, but that was a very unsatisfying ending that I got. There are multiple endings though, so I'm gonna have to run it back and yeah, I'm definitely gonna run it through again. But yeah, I the ending I was not. It was realistic. It was real. It was very real. But I did not like its realness in that respect.
It makes me wonder how many disappointing endings that there are. If there's multiple endings, does that mean the one true ending is the only satisfaction you'll get out of the game?
Oh, my goodness. I didn't even think about that. And I don't even know how many endings there are. I think there's like a decent amount of endings to the game because there's certain like items that like if you carry through all the way through the game, like they unlock different achievements and different things and stuff, or like it's a crazy game. It's a really good game. It really is. I had a lot of fun playing it.
That's good. I mean, I'm glad. how many hours did you say you clocked in that?
Oh, man, it's hard to say how many actual hours because I think there were times that I just left it on. I'd probably say a little over 100, maybe 120.
Okay,
something like
bad.
that.
I mean, that sounds about right for an RPG. So yeah, you should be good.
The save says like 300 and some hours. I was like, that's impossible. It's not that long, but it's meaty. There's a lot to do, and it's not easy by any means.
No, most definitely not. But it's funny. It's funny that I'm just glad you actually finished it. I'm actually surprised you did. But that's good. Good on you, dude.
Shots fired, I suppose. He says, you know why. Speaking of backlogs.
I know, right?
I mean, that is, the truth hurts sometimes. He's not lying. So, but, that, and then I've been getting down a little bit on RedSec. And again, I remember what it is about Battlefield. I can't see the people. I don't know what it is, dude. I am playing on a giant screen, and I am having the hardest time.
You're playing a tougher version of it too with the BR. So, like, I think that it's going to be. Is the RedSec the BR version?
It is the BR version. Yes.
Yeah. So it's kind of like that would be even more like skilled that you'd have to be.
I think if I played it on my PC, I'd be fine sitting closer, but like. Sitting further back, dude, like I have hard time seeing people in that game. I'm just like, I don't know what's shooting me. Like things are happening. It's fun though. Like I'm having fun playing it. I'm trash, but it is a lot of fun for a battle royale. It's like, yeah, I could see myself playing it here and there and whatnot. So, yeah, that's been the meat of it for me.
That's good. So at least you're keeping yourself occupied with that. So that's nice.
Yeah. What about you, man? What have you been getting into?
Oh man, well, I've been traveling. Like I came back from Vegas on Tuesday morning.
How'd it go?
Did that. I don't know. I mean, it went pretty good. But like the problem is you never know what these people are thinking 9 times out of 10. So it's just like, oh God, here we go. I got my second S rank character in Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra.
Damn, dude, I haven't played that in a little bit either.
Yeah, I want to get one more before the end of the season. I think the end of the season is the end of this week. So hopefully, if I can get all triple S's.
Dude, I bought the battle pass too, and I've played it like barely any.
You were too busy on the other one, the RPG.
I know. I'm in a league too in college football 25 or 26 with some people I work with. So like I split my time. I get some in there too.
And so now we know whose fault this is or why you can't. It is. You can't commit.
Yeah. You're right.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's fun. It's hilarious though. but yeah, it's so I finished that up and that was really good. I'm right now I'm playing trying to finish up Demon School for the my video review of that. So that's pretty much, I've been pretty chill for the most part of it. But like I said, there's just so many like I need to still finish the Trails series so I can actually start playing the Trails Through Daybreak because number 3 of that game comes out at the beginning of the year, and I'm just behind, and I'm trying to get better at it and hurry it up, So we'll see. But anyways, no excuses. I know the other one to be talking about my excuses on why I haven't finished up on my backlog in my game. So let's go through the normal rigmarole that we like to do each and every week. So each of us brings a topic of discussion that happened in the world of video games that happened in the previous week, and the topic would or could be a game itself or something that happened in the gaming industry. So if it is something, but we don't want to talk about it amongst ourselves, we want you, the listeners and viewers on Twitch and on YouTube, to be a part of the conversation. So if there's something that you wanted to chime in about, by all means, just type it inside the chat. We would love to talk with you and go from there. So Pop, what are you bringing to the table?
Well, one random Thursday before this great daylight saving weekend, Nintendo decided to shadow drop an announcement of the Animal Crossing New Horizon update, the 3.0 update that's coming out in January 2026. In this update, it's a pretty jam-packed update. outside of the Switch 2 edition, which is just, improved resolution, mouse controls, a megaphone, and then the 12-player multiplayer, the free update itself, we get the resort hotel, upgraded item storage, the reset service. There's the Dream World Slumber Island where people can actually manipulate your island with you, as well as a bunch of cosmetic and amiibo functions that are coming to the game. Although,
wait, with amiibo functions? There's going to be amiibo functions to this too?
Yeah, like so the Zelda and Splatoon will be available. Those amiibos will be available.
Interesting.
And as you all know, with Nintendo things, you have Nintendo critiques where some people are very, very displeased with the idea of paying $5 for improved graphics, mouse controls, and everything else that's coming with the Switch 2 version if they already own the game. I just want you to know what you guys' thoughts were. I think this is pretty interesting to get an update. Granted, it's been 4 years since we've had an update, but they're clearly wanting some longevity here, and this announcement kind of revived the Animal Crossing community. Like, my current timeline is not okay right now. I didn't realize how many of my mutuals actually played Animal Crossing until this announcement.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Smitty, what do you think?
I feel the same way that I feel about the upgrade to Mario Party in terms of that. For me, I think it's cool. It's fun little things and stuff like that. And I don't think it's like a $5 upgrade. Cool. But like, again, man, like I just feel like that culture of Nintendo is kind of, it just shows it's dead to me. And it's just like something like that. It's like, I get it. And you know what I mean? Like, hey, it's worth $5, sure. But it's like just in goodwill, in good faith, especially a game that's been out for 5-6 years now. To be like, hey, look, we did. And again, this is also coming with the free update, like you said as well. So there is a lot that they are giving away for free. But again, the camera, come on, buddy. Who's got the camera? Who's got it? I want to know. I want to know. It won't take third-party cameras. At least the last time I tried, it didn't take my camera. Huh? It will take some. Okay, maybe it was. Yeah. Okay. To me, it just feels like a cheap little, let me reach into your pocket and snatch $5 for this thing that we've had out for a while. I don't think it's anything crazy that they're asking or anything like that, but I think just to show goodwill, just to be like, hey, we're going to do this upgrade for free or whatever, especially in these times, like, I think that would have gone a lot further. But again, this is a great update. This is something that I know a lot of people are going to go back to. I'm going to show my family and stuff because this was like our COVID game was Animal Crossing. So, it has big meaning to a lot of people, I'm sure. So to be able to see it continuing and them doing big updates like this is still always cool to see.
It's funny. I think when you think of COVID and you think of gaming while COVID, this is definitely the president, the leader of it. And shoot, the numbers sell. I mean, I think it sold 42 million units. So, which is insane. So like, to me, I think that it's actually warranted. I mean, because because like when you're comparing it to Mario Party, all they added was a freaking camera. That was it. That's all they did. They just added a freaking camera, and then they added like 2 new games that were like camera enforced and stuff, right? This, they're adding not only the increased frames. I would look at it as an expansion because the way the level of the expansion on this one is that you're getting a legitimate amount more than what you would have gotten from the original one. So because this one, like the fact that you could play with 12 players is a big one, is a huge one, I would say, because what was it before? Was it 6 or was it 4? No, it was 4, right? 4. It was 4 people. Only 4
people at a time to your island, or
to your island.
Okay,
I think so.
Yeah, It was huge. It's running. They upped the frame rate to 60 frames per second, as well as adding a lot of new stuff and a lot more of the stuff. They've already done a pack ton of free updates on this game. This is like that people kind of failed to remember this. Like there was a ton of other small ones, and they also had a paid one that you had to necessarily do. And and I think the $5 is very reasonable, especially since they know how many people have bought this game in the past, and they can actually have a secondary deal for it. So I think it's more, if any game is more justifiable to just charge at least $5 for this kind of increase, and they know that there's a lot of people that moved over to Switch too. I mean, I don't see a problem with it. Now, if they did the same kind of bullshit that what they did with Mario Party with the camera thing, then I would have been like, I would have been
side eyeing them.
Yeah, I would have been like, dude,
that left a sour taste in my mouth.
Yeah, I'd be like, what are y'all doing here? You know, like it's like y'all don't even try. Yeah, y'all don't even try with that nonsense. So no, I am for this, for them doing this. I think it's a really cool thing, and they also found a way that you could actually like build multiple things at the same time instead of doing it one at a time, which is like all those different kinds of changes and stuff that you're doing in it. Like in this is a legitimate expansion.
I haven't played in years. It's been years since I've played the game, so like I have not been. I think,
Oh yeah, I mean, on the outside, I can see where you're coming from. I mean, because of the way it looked like and the way it was it presents like it's as a minimal thing, but a menial thing, but it really isn't. I think it's something that you're getting a lot for, and then just
does 60 frames really do anything for you though? Do you really need 60 frames for a game like this? Like what like?
To be fair, rule of thumb, 60 frames is just better as it is, period. Like 60 frames per second. Like there's not a game where they'll be like, you need to be on 30. Like it feels a lot better. It's more responsive. Do you absolutely have to use it? No, because Animal Crossing is a prime example of it. It was 30 frames per second. They sold like over 40 million. So, once you play it, then you do at a solid 60. I bet you it's going to be a 9-day difference. Just like it's always usually is when you see.
I'll have to check it out. Yeah.
So but like no, I mean the people just need to deal with as it usually goes. And don't get me wrong, I know people when it's a tall order when you're asking a person to pay more money into something that you already own like this, but if you're getting the money or the money's value out of that out of whatever you're paying, then I mean. Fine. I mean, I'm fine with it. It makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. I can't talk trash. I pay Snap $10 a month, basically.
You still do, right?
So I have, yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's not looking down on anyone when it comes to it, but
like, do I lie my way out of this, or do I just go up to the fact that I've been giving them my money consistently?
You've been consistent. Have you missed a month, or you've been consistent this whole time with Snap?
I think I've maybe missed a month, possibly more, but I have pretty consistently the last couple months, and by couple I mean like fewer, more.
That is actually quite impressive. I mean, that game's 4 years old now?
Well, here's the other thing. Squadra, I bought that battle pass. I have done barely anything to it. And you're telling me I got like a week left? Now I got to grind it.
I wonder, and I don't know. I wonder if you don't finish it, you lose it. That's another thing. I don't know.
I'll be able to tell you. I'll finish it.
That is funny. Yeah. So I'm just like,
I stopped playing because I was getting too frustrated. People were doing shit.
Were really bad. No, I totally understand. Nah, it's funny.
I was like, I can't take it no more.
Hey, Pop, are you going to get this?
It's not going to push me into getting a Switch 2, but my mom's probably going to force me to play the update with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I guess that's the one thing I don't understand that they're adding into this. So the Switch 2, is it the mechanics that are changing? Like the dream, is the Dream Island something that's happening, or?
No. So the Switch 2 is only going to be the improved resolution, mouse controls, the megaphone, and the 12-player multiplayer. The Dream Island and all this stuff, that's for everybody. So Switch 1 and Switch 2.
Oh, wait, so it doesn't include the 12-player multiplayer?
Dude, if it did 12-player on the Switch 1, it's going to blow up.
Oh.
Your Switch 1's going to catch on fire if it tries 12 players on here.
All right.
It will try its hardest, and all of a sudden it just evaporates out of your hands. It just Thanos snaps it all out. Oh my god! Can you imagine that? I would love to try that though.
I did not know they had a working arcade game.
Yeah, that's new. That is definitely new.
Oh my! I might have to. Yeah, I forgot about this game and being able to do things and whatnot. I hadn't played it in a while. Like, I didn't even play it that much when we played it. Like, they were more into it than I was. It's another game where it's like, I feel like it's kind of a game that there's no like point. I guess there's no end. You know what I mean? Yeah. And which is cool, but like for me, those are time sucks. And it's just like, dude, like I would love to look at this. They got a little Zelda collaboration. Like this is I love this. I can totally see why, like my daughter, you know, because she was super heavy in this game. But
here's a question though. Mm-hmm. I have a question because like the thing is like this game is old. It came out. It's out. It's almost 5. It's going to be 5 years next year, right? Like for this game to come out.
It'll be 6 next year. It came out in 2020.
Yeah.
Oh, 6. Okay, so 6 years. So like the real question is like, do you think it's too late for people to be like, you know? To have that same, because I feel that this kind of move feels like a move that's happened in like a person's watching this from rose-colored glasses because they remember they had the time to do what they had to do in this game to make it enjoyable, you know. But now since the world is back, is open and all this stuff, like are you going to see that same excitement 6 years later? You know what I mean? Even when you do this free change and stuff, I guess the real question is like how like do you like is there really going to be that level of excitement to coming back to this, let alone not only on the Switch 2, but like, you know, all the extra stuff and features that are going to be coming into it?
I mean, what I can say from the Animal Crossing community, they're excited.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say, I think there's a lot of, and again, this is a game that I don't think you necessarily had to have been there to be able to appreciate it, especially how much has gone into it and how many things there are to do now as opposed to when we first got the game. This to me is more of if you enjoy that genre of game, this is like the Benz of cozy games and with a ton to do, and now you can go and customize islands and hang out with your friends and voice chat, and here's my 360 P camera face and all that stuff.
Camera face
360p camera my face.
It's like buzzwords.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Not to mention. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, not to mention with EA's recent being purchased and the Sims community kind of being in an uproar, we might see some refugees from the Sims going over to Animal Crossing to give it a shot.
Sims Mobile getting shut down or being shut down next year. Yeah. I believe it ends in January. So the market is ripe for the coziness, and with the support of up to 12 players too. That I think that in itself is an incentive, especially folks with the Switch 2 to pop in, whether they be new or whatever. What's refreshing is the fact that years down the road, they're still having big content drops like this happening. They're still being mindful of it and bringing new things and, giving you some free stuff. Like, hey, all we're asking is, $5 for the Switch 2 upgrade. Here's some things that we did and whatnot. Come on in or come back, whatever. Because I think it's $65 if you do not own the game.
That's correct.
Yeah, that upgrade. So.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They could have done an incentive thing too, where they were like, "Hey, if you've never owned the game before, it's only $60 for both, or something like that." I don't know. That would have been a way of getting new people, but again, I think they stand firm by its roots in the cozy community and the community that they fostered. So. I think it's a W all around.
Okay, well, cool. So they said it's going to be coming in the beginning of 2026. I don't think there's an official date yet, but we'll be able to see. We'll definitely be seeing it very soon. So stay tuned on that. So
yeah.
Smitty, what are you bringing to the table?
Yeah, had to talk about it. We've been following the whole Power World Nintendo saga here for a few years now, and here not too long ago, I think it was it was back last year in March of 2024. Nintendo had that's when they did a lawsuit against Power World and whatnot. One of the things that they're trying to do is essentially patent their capture mechanic. They took this to the Japanese patent office to try to get a patent. Well, the office came back with at least it's not final. So, this is not the end all be all for them, but it was a rejection of this patent. Essentially, they essentially said that the patent it can't exist. You can't come with a new patent when games like Ark, Monster Hunter 4, Pocket Pairs, Craftopia, and some other games already had that mechanic that existed. So it couldn't be a new mechanic. And the other thing too is that this is where it gets kind of scary territory, where you're taking things like that and trying to say that other games or other people can't do this, even though they weren't even the first ones. I believe it was Digimon, maybe that
Dragon Warrior, Dragon Quest Monsters was one of the very first.
Okay, so we know that they didn't invent this, and I think this is where it kind of gets dangerous in terms of them, and this decision. So it seems right now that at least it's been struck down here in the Japanese patent courts. They're saying that that essentially it can't exist because there is art that already existed prior to this patent being brought up to them, which I always thought was kind of weird. It's like, how can you try to say this after the fact? So again, this is also in the Japan patent office. So that's different than, if they were to file something over here. I don't know how that works in terms of, with the patents, but this at least I feel sets a precedent moving forward. Again, this is a non-final decision. So I don't know what that means, if they can go back and have a chance to prove that. I don't know. Anything I say is going to be speculation, but I just want to know what your guys' thoughts are. It's kind of good to see Nintendo getting slapped in the face a little bit with these kind of shenanigans and how aggressive they've been with things like that. And the fact that they're trying to take it to like, oh, we are patenting a game mechanic. What are your guys' thoughts? It's crazy.
I will say this. I think it's very rare to see Nintendo actually, like, a court saying no to Nintendo. I bet you that's something that they've probably never ever thought that they would encounter. But come on, guys. I mean, like, look how everything that's currently happening with Nintendo and this thing with Pocket Pairs is totally unorthodox. It's just doesn't even make any sense. I'm glad Japan, their courts have actually put a somewhat of a block to what they're trying to patent in the first place. But what I love more is that Pocket Pair was using examples, including Pokemon's own game, for that said mechanic, and saying that it's impossible to do that because, I mean, it's ridiculous. It just needs to start. It just needs to come. It just comes up to a rule where it just needs to be that no studio, no company should be able to copyright a game mechanic, because all game mechanics is created by some sort of level of of something that they were like that they were built upon of its like from a long time ago. Like something could have gotten something was there that already existed, and then they did their twist, and then they made it its own separate. It made it its own thing. I mean, every kind of mechanic that you see out there isn't an original one. It's something. It comes from something else, and then when you're trying to put a block on that, it stunts a person's creativity. And I don't understand how, I mean, it's actually, it's funny. I was actually going on a walk with my friend yesterday about it. And I was like, you know what? He agrees too, but I was like, do you know what really made Madden really worse? I mean, so random that we kind of got into it because I don't play sports games, but was that when we were growing up, we had choices. There were so many other versions of this of football games and other different kinds of games and stuff like that until EA decided to say, hey, we're going to pay exclusive rights to the NFL. So no other game can do that except for us, and that overnight basically said, okay, guys, that's it. No more, unless you're playing like Blitz or some other games. No one gives a shit about fake characters anymore. So they don't make it. No one else makes different kinds of games. Now guess what? 20 something years later, competition has gone to shit because Madden's gone to shit. And it's like, and people are just disappointed when it comes to this kind of nonsense. So
yeah,
I just feel like this is the road that Pokemon is trying to lead themselves to, that they're going to be trying to get themselves into that kind of role where it's like we don't have to improve. Hence, how shitty the versions of Pokemon are nowadays, because there's no direct competition. They don't want to change, and they're wanting to go the easiest way, which is basically, hey, let's just outdo them in court. So I am glad that someone has finally said no to this as a first step. I mean, it's not a victory quite yet, but it's still something that they would have to go back and turn into, to go back and then realign and reassess themselves, because they know they can't. I don't think they can. They have enough to be like, oh, these their monsters are too close to Pokemon, which yeah, some of them are, but it's not like something that you would be like, okay, we got to shut the shit down. Which by the way, when I think about it, the game is fundamentally different than what Pokemon is, which is really weird that they're dying on this hill against it. So I don't understand like where this animosity is coming from, but because it's like, but it just seems very weird on how hardcore they are trying to push this feud with them. But anyways, but yeah, I'm just glad that someone's saying no, and hopefully we'll see more no's here. Unfortunately, it's too late for the US because they approved those patents. I don't know if they can renege on it, but still very interesting. Yeah, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah,
they can take him back.
Crazy.
Can they?
Yeah, they definitely snatched the camera patent that Sega had that Nintendo disputed, so it can be revoked. They're never permanent.
Okay. That's good that is good to know.
But given the fact though too, it is a very specific patent though in the US, to be fair. But I'm sorry, what were you saying, Smitty?
No, I was gonna say what's hilarious though is the fact that Pokemon came out with their farming sim. And then Power World announced the farming.
Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't even think about that. You're right. I totally forgot.
Tell me that's not a troll. Not only that, but I am actually a part of a Kickstarter called Ball Buds. That is like an adult version.
That sounds horrible.
Power.
Oh my god!
Not like in that sense, but like it's more realistic graphics and like blood. Like
I don't know, dude.
I said I'm doing it. I did it.
These people are like, hey,
I'm
you
waiting
know what?
for the beta access, dude. Or that,
we're not going to circle around it. You own slaves. I mean, Jesus. Jesus.
You're enslaving animals.
You're enslaving. I mean, it's like, you know what? It's like, we're not going to just sugarcoat. They're slaves.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, that is real. And you can make the human slaves as well.
I'm telling you, dude.
Oh my god.
What's even worse, Smitty, is that you're the one that's funding this.
Oh, you mean
where are your priorities?
You're talking about the game. No. I thought you were talking about Pal World. I thought you were talking about Pal World.
I'm talking about your Kickstarter that you're doing. Called Ball Buds? You openly looked at that and they're just like, oh, what's the synopsis? You own slaves and you fight with them. And you're like, huh, that actually might work. Let me put this down. Oh my God. Oh my.
Look, they're calling it what it is, all right? They're calling it what it is.
But you're like, this is a good thing I should back. And let's back this project up.
My curiosity got the better of me.
Oh my God. That's funny.
Let me see what this is all about. Let's see.
I'm gonna do it.
Maybe it's gonna be the reason we get reported.
Hashtag next to Smitty. This is remark. That's gonna be a hashtag next to Smitty's thing on his social media. It says "do better." Oh my God. Oh, okay. I'm about to look this up.
I'm glad Nintendo, and I hope it continues this way. I feel like it's dangerous what they're playing around here with the patent stuff. I'm glad the Japanese patent office said, "Oh, nay, pump the brakes. That's crazy. Here's some games that also use these mechanics." So what?
That's a good what? Yeah. That's so wild.
Not inventive.
Yeah. I mean, it just seems very weird. Like, I don't even know, what are we, seriously, what are we doing here? I don't understand. Like, the fact that they put this months after Power World was already established, it should have already been red flag number one, Mm-hmm. Because didn't the original beta or whatever version of Power World was at the beginning of 2024? And then
they didn't say anything till well after it had already released and everything, dude.
Okay, yeah. So it's just like it doesn't make none of this makes any levels of sense. So I'm just like, what are we doing here when it comes to this? It's so frustratingly annoying that you see exactly what they're trying to do, and then yet you're just like you're feigning ignorance towards all of this, and I don't know, what. Hopefully, we'll hear some good news here in the near future. It's not super lengthy, or the process is going to be super lengthy or anything. But it's just hurry it up, man. They just need to hurry this up. Pull that Band-Aid. Just give it the full denial, and hopefully Nintendo will just move on to their merry way. Because I really hope that they don't that this doesn't become a precedent. And you remember the time when we did announce this when this happened. We were like, I hope they fight, because if they settle, that whole precedence is going to be changed for a lot, not just for Pocket Pair, but just for everyone. When it comes to that, So so hopefully, oh man, I really am back. So it just makes me upset just thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm following along. I will be seeing how things play out, so I will keep you all abreast.
Abreast? Okay. Is that one of the words that they told you in Ball Buds on the
what?
I'm just good. I'm just kidding. Stupid. I'm just being stupid. Okay. Anyways, no.
Here.
That's my line.
Immediately after this, I am definitely going to check out that video for Kickstarter on it. That's exactly what I'm going to do right now. I'll be like, what is it that made Smitty be like, oh, I'm in?
I'm in. So.
I would have been like, he looks at it, he's like, son of a bitch, I'm in. Yeah,
I'll send you a link.
That was a wild one, I will say. I might have to clip that poll conversation out. That's great. Okay, so my final topic of the day. It's guess what? It's that time of year. It's more layoffs, and but now this one is a huge one because this kind of came out of nowhere. Apparently, Amazon earlier this week laid off over 14,000 employees of Amazon itself, which is a lot of people, but it's probably not even a fraction of what maybe 1 or 2% of what Amazon is. But but the big thing is that some of the game studios that Amazon owns were highly affected on this. One of the biggest studios that they had was the studio that was running the game, The New World. So literally overnight, when they announced these layoffs, like the studio disappeared. Like it's completely shut down. They don't have an estimated amount of how many people were working in that studio at the time. But then, at the time, then later on, but they just recently released their 10th expansion. I believe it's called a New World Aeternum, I believe. Aeternum, I believe. Yeah. So this is their 10th one. And then there was a post the next earlier this week saying that due to that it's not fundamentally profitable for them to be keeping the production up for this game, and they were saying that this was going to be the last and final update or last and final big expansion for the game. They're keeping the servers up as far as we know to the end of 2026, but there hasn't been any kind of updates on if they're going to make it like an offline mode or whatnot and stuff. So they have basically all the crew the crew of that developer studio gone. Overall the future of other studios within Amazon itself, they're up in the air, because right now the mood in Amazon is fear, because they do not know what's going to happen, because literally this 14,000 came literally out of nowhere. No one knew that this is going to happen, and it seems like right now the biggest mark on everyone's back are all these gaming developers and these studios and stuff, So
yeah.
I just want to get what y'all's thoughts are about this, and what you think, what they think is going to, what you think about like New World going away.
I mean, what really sucks is that the game is good. Like, I feel like that was one of the best games that they had produced at Amazon Games. I mean, and Crucible was pretty bad.
No one talks about
but that's
Crucible.
A hard genre. So for them to go in and the game wasn't like it's taken them some time to get it where it's at, but like it's a game I've hopped in a couple times and whatnot. It's a solid MMO, and I know that it's got a pretty decent sized community as well. So it's unfortunate, number one, that folks again that thought that, hey, we're working on this thing and this and that, to when it first launched, just sitting here being like, all right, it's closing down, they're saying it's not profitable and stuff like that. Like, it almost feels like I don't understand why they do these games if it almost seems like the end result is inevitable, them closing down and not supporting it, and figuring out a way to either make it profitable. But again, this is Amazon. So Amazon's got their hands in all kinds of things. So they seem to be cutting and slashing where they can. We saw the change to Luna. I'm guessing that has something to do with Amazon and whatnot. And
what was the change to Luna?
Well, with them, kind of like Netflix games where they're going into party games and stuff like that, I think they've basically just given up on really trying to do something legit with it. And it seems to be almost like hey, we're just keeping it afloat by licensing some games and making it available. And I think it is a smart move on their end, but it does not scream excitement in the back end when you've got them killing games like New World and things of that nature. And that, again, has been one of their more successful games that they've come out with. So I understand the sustainability issue with a type of game like that, though, but I don't understand why they do these games without understanding that, like, there's so many other games that are like that have models that they're able to be profitable. Not the best one, looking at you, Destiny 2. But, they've at least shown that they can make money and kind of what that model looks like. So it's kind of like, either you're going to do something and go all in on a game like that, or it ends up like this. So I'm hoping they at least come out with a peer-to-peer or something so people can enjoy and continue enjoying the game. But again, it sucks that these people, go in for this job, for this work, and with the volatility of these companies, and especially in the gaming sector, nothing seems to be safe anymore unless you're, nothing really. I don't think anything in the industry is really safe at this point. So it's unfortunate.
I mean, I'm sorry. What were you going to say, Pop?
So first, I hope the developers can recover and find, something sooner rather than later. But it's really annoying when companies dig into genres like MMOs and then their first reason for not supporting it anymore is no money. You have other games that have been going on for years. You can be innovative while borrowing from models without being accused of cheating. Like, even though PSO isn't an MMO, it's an online action RPG. PSO and Final Fantasy XIV both have different collabs with either other IPs that Sega or Square Enix does, collabs with different anime series. Like, they have a model that works for them where, Final Fantasy XIV isn't free to play, but for PSO, it's still free to play. And we haven't really heard like, oh, there's a money issue with PSO like that. Just unheard of. Like, if it ever happened, then it would be pretty serious because people like throw big bucks at some of those collabs. But it just gets really annoying when companies say, oh, we're going to dive into this genre. And then when it doesn't work out the way that they want because they didn't plan it properly, which is probably one of the bigger issues, is that they don't plan for the long term. They don't, it's like they're not accounting for every possible variable that can happen when you're developing a game like an MMO. Like, there's so many games that are old enough that they could kind of take notes from, and probably should, so that this wouldn't happen again, and so people aren't, so their jobs aren't at stake.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's tough. An MMORPG is probably one of, besides games as a service, is one of the most expensive games to make. And it's very, I think it's like the tightrope walk that you have to do just to even get it out. Because like, look, for instance, there's only 2 games in that genre that still uses a monthly paid service deal. Everything else is free to 9 times out of 10 it's free to play. Just like or there's a flat fee for one. Once you buy it, then that's it. You get to do it like what's called Guild Wars was the same way. Like, you just bought the game and then you got the game and then all the expansions and stuff that comes out with it and stuff. But this one, where I'm just thinking like I don't think this was something that they were like, because we don't have all the information in front of us is where I kind of stand with it, because like New World numerically wise, number wise, like, was it really it was successful initially? I remember in the first year when it came out, it was a lot of people that were relatively playing it. And, but I don't know, like, it depends on how many servers, or even if they shrink the servers, if it's even worth it for their time. So I kind of don't knock them on that. What I do knock them on is the fact that they shut down the whole damn studio of New World. Like, I mean, it's just like, it's really like, cause let's face it, MMOs, they come, they go. If it was a game, like, there's no, like, unless they openly say that we're shutting down this, I mean, 9 times out of 10, that's every one of those RPGs will have the same fate, which will be like due to it's always going to be about money. Money is going to be the driving factor of even keeping those servers up whatsoever. And it is what it is. Or like, if it was like a game as a service, which would be worse in my opinion in that situation, like, because there's no like game as a service. There's I don't think there's been one truly successful game as a service besides Fortnite that can keep myself like fully like, maintaining new content and stuff, and
Apex
people just
Legends
taking it. Apex Legends is on the downward spiral right now, though. Too, it's not. Yeah, it's not. It's not. It's not good right now. So like, and that's So like, it's these things, but these things are very messed up. It's a very fickle line, and I understand. It's like for New World, given the fact I don't know how long it's been out. It's been out for like 4 or 5 years. I think it came out 2019.
Like it came out around the pandemic-y times.
Yeah. So it had a good enough. I think it had a good enough run as a game, and I could understand for them to wanting to sunset it, but then they just shut down. I mean, I don't know how big the studio is, but to say that 14,000 people are losing their jobs for whatever it is, probably redundancy, and then also quote unquote, they never call it laying them off. They always call them restructuring of some sort. What is it? Like, what is it that could have been done to see if there was something that could have been that they were working on? Because there's no way that they were just working on just New World. If they did, that's insane.
Yeah,
you know,
I think that's all they were working on was New World. That the point of New World was to be a sustainable game that lasted like that. They built it for that purpose. It doesn't make sense to me why you half lean into that. And then again, it's like they're looking for places to cut, and they're like, "Oh, let's just." And they didn't even just cut the game; they cut the whole ass studio.
Everything's gone.
And they're like, "Oh, we're just not even diving into this, anymore," which is pretty telling as well. I just don't understand what the point of even going into the genre is if you're not gonna full blown. Do that and be a sustainable. I imagine that's why you build a game like that, to have a media update like they just had, people. And I felt like players that their player numbers were on the rise, with the update and whatnot and the changes and things like that they've made. It's just for them to pull the plug entirely. Is just like, not only that, but I feel like what these corporations and stuff like that aren't realizing is that they are breaking the trust of gamers. I have a hard time even buying into games like that, knowing that it's like, shit, why do it when I already know how it's going to end? You know what I mean? I'm going to get subpar content. I'm going to get, maybe yada, yada, yada. And then it's going to be closed here in a few years and I'll never look at the game again. So it's like, I'm at the point where it's like, I'm not even going to waste my time. I'm not going to waste my time.
Yeah. Like I'm trying to see like how good the number is on there with the like what their peaks were. I will say, yeah, I mean it is. I mean nowadays it's definitely okay. Here it is. So their all-time peak, because it came out 4 years ago. 4 years ago, all-time peak was 913,000 people were playing, which was incredibly hot. But then in a let's go to a 30-day. Their average is 8,946, which is all right. Yeah. But look at it, but for a regular game, but looking at it as an MMO, that's way too small. Let's see Final Fantasy 14. Let's see what 14 is. I'm to compare to it.
Yeah. Just
so in a month, monthly, their average is 95,000 monthly.
Dang,
so because so like like 8,000
and all 95,000 people are paying for that too.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
they're paying for it to stay in that deal, and that's and so it's understandable why they could justify keeping that up. But when you really look at that 8,000, that's one person, that's one server essentially. That's not even filled up, and then on top of that, you have a development team to give you expansions. That's making expansions for you. So like I understand So it leads me to understand, like, okay, it didn't last. It didn't do it the way that you wanted to do it. Shut it down and then move on. No, their mentality was, it didn't do what we wanted to do. Let's shut the whole thing down. We're going to shut the whole system down.
We're out of gaming.
We're like, okay, guys, it was a good ride. Time to leave. Time to pack up our bags. We tried.
No, dude.
Yeah. So no, yeah, it's unfortunate. I really do feel bad about it. Like, because I know a friend that used to work. I don't know if they still did, but they did work at Amazon Games. I don't know if they did at that studio. But damn, dude, 14. But just the number 14,000. That's wild.
That's a lot.
That's just wild. It's just so crazy to even think about. Like, it's insane. Didn't they also speculate like Microsoft's going to be losing another 9,000 next year, like sometime in 2026, in the early 2026? So, I mean, it's so bad to see, and we're just only, like I said, we're still going to see it bleed even more. Yeah.
So, it hasn't stopped. It hasn't stopped, and don't expect it to stop anytime soon, I imagine.
Yeah, that's such unfortunate.
It makes me worried for other studios that are under
big company,
like large companies that dived into gaming during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like these investments with big companies. It's like, that's the last. It feel like that's something that's what you don't want to have. It's like you don't want the big brothers of like, big conglomerates to be like, okay, we're going to go into gaming. I mean, look at what's going to happen now. I mean, Saudi Arabia is going to probably pump in so much ridiculous money to float in this. It's going to be
go away.
Yeah, it's not gonna make it any better. It's just going to be worse, especially if they care about their returns back. They've already announced that how much they're wanting to push AI on with EA. I can only imagine how these games are going to be next, in the future. Ooh, God, I don't know. It sounds nightmarish, but hey, we can't do anything about it right now. So,
we'll hopefully be here to see it.
Dude, I'll say this right now. If the landscape is going to go full like a massive amount AI, I think I would stop doing this podcast just completely.
There will always be indie games, my friend, and if not, we'll make our own games.
Not even that. I'll go with one. We'll all just be retro gamers.
There it is. Yeah, there it is. Absolutely.
People are going to be finishing whatever's in their backlog.
Retro Game Cast.
Where we're going to be talking about games we've been touching from the past.
That real people played and made.
Yeah, I know, and made. We played this real good classic called Gumby. I'm just kidding.
You can just invite developers to come and talk about what they did with the game.
Yeah,
the whole revamp.
Yeah, I mean that's what it seems like it's going. That's what it's going to be leading to very, very soon. So yeah, no, you're totally right. You're right. I should turn my back on gaming. I really won't. But like, it's really, you're right. It's the next step would probably be
getting ugly.
More in the into retro.
I've been leaning more into indie games and indie devs and stuff like that. Like they're coming up with fun, unique, creative games like Swap Meet. Had a blast playing that the other day, so I think this only increases the spotlight on these indie and AA game developers. I think now's their chance to seize some of that market that have been dominated by these AAA companies.
Oh, okay. That's very true. Mm-hmm. Good point. Well, nice topic. Good thing to think on and sleep on for the rest of the night. There you go.
Yeah.
But folks, thank you for listening to episode number 284 of the CFG Game Cast. Thank you for being a part of the conversation. As always, we will be back again next week with a whole new set of different kinds of topics. So if you did miss out on this episode, that is perfectly all right. We do release it on all podcast services. So do us a favor, show us some love. No, we don't need to do that. So there is absolutely no reason to miss out on our sexy voices.
Ooh.
Guys, be sure to check out our website, confreaksandgeeks.com, to check out the awesome content that we have on there each and every day. So once again, this is Davis, Pop, and Smitty signing out. Y'all, take it easy.